free will, there's two states. There's either believing that you have free will or believing that you don't have free will. Those are the two states that you choose between. Now, if you currently are convinced that you don't have free will, it's because you choose to believe that you don't have free will. If currently you're convinced that you have free will, it's because you choose to believe that you have free will. Now, I'm here to tell you, right, objectively, and I can tell you this, you have free will, and I want you to believe that you have free will. But you're totally within your right, and it's completely okay for you to believe that you don't. Free will, whether you believe or don't believe in free will, it's all about love and fear. So if you believe that you don't have free will, here's how it works, right? I'm like, I don't have free will. I have to go to work because I'm terrified of what happens if I don't go to work, right? That's free will. That's believing that you don't have free will, right? It's being afraid. And then you have the opposite, which is believing that you have free will. Like, I have free will. It's my choice to go to work. I'm not afraid of what happens when I don't go to work. It's my choice. If I go to work, I can just choose to go to work. Or I can choose to not go to work and play in the garden or do something else. Why do I care so much about this subject? We go around our lives spending a lot of time doing things that don't actually matter, focusing on things that don't actually matter. Fundamentally, if we were to dig deep into ourselves, into our being, into what actually matters to us, fundamentally what we care about is, are we afraid or do we love? Fundamentally, the one thing that really sucks for us is the feeling of having to do something like going to work. This feeling of the experience of not having free will. Because even though in that situation, if you believe that you don't have free will, you do still have free will, you believe that you don't, and so for you to experience is that you don't have free will. And that experience is what really sucks, right? So we talk about fear as a thing and love as a thing. What really matters for us is that it is super painful to experience fear. To experience this, I am afraid of that, and so now I have to do this. That sucks. And the opposite is free will. The opposite is just being aware of the fact that I don't have to do this. I can still do it, but I don't have to do it. I could also do something else. That's where free will comes in, and that's where you have agency over your own existence and your own life. And that's when you also feel like your life and your experience and your existence actually matters. If you don't believe that you have free will, it's really easy to believe that you don't matter. Because if you're not going to make any choices, if you're not going to decide what happens, then what's your role in the whole story? You matter. You really do. You do have free will, regardless of whether or not you believe in it. But you have a choice. And that choice is to believe that you have free will, or to believe that you don't. It's completely up to you. We spend a ton of time just rather than approaching the subject directly of whether we love or whether we are afraid of things, spend a ton of time trying to figure out ways of getting ourselves into a position where we have free will. For example, we're like, I don't have free will, I have to go to work now because I'm poor, I don't have any money, whatever, right? So then we're like, well, if I get money, then I will have free will, and then I'll be able to blah, 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 have a nice life. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. The thing that matters is that right now, even when you believe that you have to go to work, you don't actually have to go to work. Right? You're in control of your legs. You can choose to just not go to work or do something else. Even in situations where you think that, well, you're powerless and what you do is just predetermined by some external factor, it's not, and you have free will and your actions matter. The one thing that changes when you start to remind yourself that you've got agency there, that you do not have to do whatever it is that you're doing, is that your life becomes your life and you start doing the things that are actually best for you. Nobody else can tell you, right, what is right for you, what is good for you, what is best for you. You can only decide that for yourself. And when you know that you have free will, that you control your actions, then you automatically become your best friend. You become your advocate. You do your own things. You do your things for yourself, which is exactly what we need more of in this world. It's people who believe that they have free will and who go out and actually do things that actually matter to them. Here's what happens when you believe that you don't have free will, right? You're like, I don't have free will, and I have to do this, and it sucks, and I have to go to work, and it sucks. And this pressure's there, and I'm basically shutting down, and I don't really even care anymore, and blah, 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 right? What happens when you believe that you don't have free will is that you're in a state where you're convinced that your life definitely doesn't benefit you, and if it benefits anyone, it's someone else than you. That you exist and that you live and the things that you do. And when you turn it around and when you believe that you have free will, then suddenly your life is purely benefiting you. Then going to work is something that is fantastic for you, and opportunities open up, and you can just grab them because you have free will. The thing as well is, when you believe that you have free will, nothing needs to change. Because we're a little bit afraid of what crazy shit will we do when we believe that we have free will. Yeah, let's talk about that. When you believe that you don't have free will, you can get really quite frustrated and angry. When you believe that you don't have free will, when you believe that you have to do all of the shit that you don't really have to do, it can become so fucking miserable and terrible that you just explode, right? When you believe that you have free will, you believe that you have free will. You don't feel powerless. There's nothing you're fighting against. There's nothing you need to free yourself from. When you believe that you have free will, you believe that you have free will. And then when you actually are aware of the fact that you have free will, when you actually believe that you have it, then guys, nothing can take that away from you, because it's your free will. and there is no threat to you, then things that today seem like huge issues for you will seem cute and adorable. And you're aware that you have free will. And so this fear of, if I believe that I have free will, what if I get really mad and angry and destroy everything? It's kind of like, keep in mind that right now the things that are leading to people becoming really angry and destroying everything is them becoming so stuck in this system of believing that they have no choice. Right now, the thing that's causing people to be exploding and doing so much crazy shit is that they believe that they have no free will. People who have free will are kind of just watching and being like, whoa, crazy shit is happening around here. But I think the most important thing for us as individuals and for ourselves is to know that, first of all, we do actually have free will. And so definitely we can believe in it. The biggest fear of like, well, if I believe that I have free will, but I actually don't have free will. Well, you do. So it's okay to believe in free will. And when you believe in free will, it is the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself. And the other people, although they seem like separate from you and like completely distant from you, are actually really deeply connected to you. And when you do something amazing for yourself, it immediately has a positive impact on the people around you. And if that is getting the hell out of where you are and going somewhere else, and that is that. And it's still fantastic for the people around you. And if that is to just change your job or do something completely different, then that is that, and that's epic for the people around you as well. If it's really fighting for something or really trying to, I don't know, do one thing really well or whatever, it'll benefit the people around you. But the main thing is, there's nothing more beautiful than the experience of free will. And that experience is the experience that you give to yourself when you choose to believe that you have it. When you choose to believe that you have free will, you believe that you have free will, and there's nothing greater. There's nothing beyond that. You're like, what? What? Just free will? Yes, just free will. Just free will. Right now, all of your frustration, all of your fear, dependency, all of the... It's all this thing of, I have to do this because I'm so scared of this and I'm so scared of that, and that's why I have to do this and I feel like I've got no options left. It's all believing that you have no choice. You believe that you have free will, you believe that you have free will. And that is something that continues beyond life. Even, just many dimensions, but even beyond these dimensions, you have the option to believe that you have free will or believe that you don't. It's always your option. Nobody else decides this. You always decide for yourself. And when you decide to believe that you have free will, you'll experience it, because you do. You do have free will. There's nothing more beautiful than that. So to those who are afraid of what happens when you believe that you have free will, two things. First of all, you do actually have free will. Second of all, when you believe that you have free will, you believe that you have free will. And imagine that. It's high time that we as a society choose to do something good for ourselves. It's time that we choose to believe in free will. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you can. I'll be on my way.